Hi everybody, it's Kim Wilson here. Welcome to our November virtual card class. And I'm going to start out with our Fun Fold card today. I'm going to be using the Framed and Festive stamp set with these beautiful large greetings. But if you don't have this stamp set, just find something similar. And then I'll be using the Framed Florets dies. Now, if you get the kit from me, you'll have the dies already cut out. So that'll be all ready to go. You just need to do your stamping of the sentiments. So this is the fun fold we're going to do today. And it's really easy because you're just going to use one strip of 12 by 12 paper. So you cut the strip at 4 inches so you can get, actually at 4¼ inches, I'm sorry, 4¼ Usually you cut at 4, but since this is going to be the whole entire card, we're going to cut at 4¼ And this way you get to see both the inside and the outside of your card. I'm using the Flitting Florets paper, which is brand new actually it's not even in a catalog, it's on the store, but any pretty paper you have that's double-sided will work great with this fold. So let me just turn over my cheat sheet here, and the PDFs will be posted shortly in our group. So card base is 4¼ by 12, and you're going to score at 1 inch and at 6½. So basically the card itself is going to be 5½, but that extra inch is going to be folded over like that, and we're just going to adhere it down. So if your designer paper is directional, meaning, you know, it has to be a certain direction, this one isn't, this one can be any direction, then you want to just take care how you cut it so that when you open the card and everything, it'll all be the right direction. But this one, it doesn't matter, so we'll get started here. Okay. I'm just going to first glue down that extra piece. I'm still using up that little bit of liquid glue that's left in here. That's why I'm using the large tip, because it seems to come out easier when you use the large tip when you're down to the last little bit. Okay, so there, my card is all ready to go. Now I will put all my pieces together here. Now the Framed Florets dies are really, really cool because they're all ovals and they all kind of nest together. So there's 3 dies. So this one cuts out those 2 pieces, and then this one cuts out those 2 pieces. And then I had to cut an extra one of white just to layer on for my sentiment. So let me get my stamping done first. Now on this first one, we're going to do the oval this direction so it'll fit on the card. Now, as you can see, it would pop out the top and not fit in your envelope if you used it that direction, but I do think it's very pretty this direction on a lot of cards. So I guess you could do the card that way. But we'll do it this way, like my sample here. Let me just show you real quick. So there's the finished card, and then I put just another little sentiment on the inside there. Okay, so for this one, let's get some stamping done. So I'm going to stamp this one this direction, and I'm going to use the Night of Navy instead of the Evening Evergreen for this paper because of the color. The colors are a little different, so I'll use this one. And I'll be different with the sentiment too. Let's do Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Although this paper isn't exceptionally Christmassy, so you could do a birthday card or anything with this particular pattern. This one's also could be anything, but it has some Christmas colors in it, so we'll go with it. Now you notice there's a few little, I'm not sure what you would call those, little bits left in my die cut, so I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and just poke those out. I don't like to have those in, although you can leave them in if you want. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm going to glue that piece. Oh, I see a few more I missed. Poke those out. Okay. Use a little bit of glue on the back of this. And get it adhered. I should have gotten out my silicone mat and my little sponge that I have for gluing, but didn't get that out, did I? Okay, and it's okay to overlap that little spot there because it's already glued down. So kind of center that. Okay, now I want to show you a little trick on how to get these two ovals together, because this one frame has a really nice kind of embossed stitching on it, but it's very thin and narrow, and it's kind of hard to glue down. So here's what I've been doing. Turn it upside down, turn my sentiment upside down, nest them together, and now I'm going to have to grab some dimensionals because I forgot to get them out. So quick, grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just going to overlap the dimensionals like that and go around the oval. So not only are you keeping the two pieces together, you're lining them up, and you've got them all ready to adhere down all in one fell swoop. So just a little trick there when you're using these floating floret dies. Okay, I got all the papers off. Okay, so there it is, all ready to stick in there. So the gold oval I put down with liquid glue, and then this oval I'm just gonna use the dimensionals and put it down like that. So there's the outside of the card all finished, and since I have extra pieces, we're going to go ahead and decorate the inside as well. Now on my sample I did it this direction, but I wanted to see what it would look like if, oh yeah, you could fit it this direction if you wanted to, but I suppose I should be consistent and keep my ovals going the same direction. So we'll just put that down like that. And then let's be different again, and I'm going to say from all of us on my inside oval. Okay, from all of us. Oh, I got a little smudge there, so good thing we have two sides. There we go. From all of us. And I could decorate that a little bit more with some stamped images since it's such a small sentiment. So we'll go ahead and maybe I should do dimensionals again. Why not? Because you know I love dimensionals. Okay, so have yourself a Merry Little Christmas from all of us. And then there's room for signature there. And then here's my original from Our Home to Yours. Oh, I almost forgot the swirls on the top. So where are my swirls? Here they are. These are brand new as well. They're the gold adhesive backed swirls, and they are really shiny. So very, very pretty. All right, so again, I'm using my Take Your Pick tool. I always keep this handy right at my desk here because I use it a lot. So these adhesive backed swirls are nice and flat. I mean, they're not perfectly flat, but they don't have that raised center like a lot of the gems do. So I think those will mail nicely. Might want to just put, for mailing, just maybe put a sheet of paper on top just to protect it. But there you go, our fun fold for today, and I'll be back in just a moment with the next card.